Okay, last one I promise on this carb heat cable. So I showed you how I got it all set up, got it clamped. I'll do my safety wire right here. I'll tell you a little story about that in a second. But this is the way I do my safety wire. I loop it around the front twice, cross over, loop it around the back side, twist it, pigtail it, and that keeps the cable from sliding back and forth in that clamp if it gets loose. Okay, so what I did is I put that bolt in there with the number 50 hole, and you can see I have a AN 960 10L under the head. I wish this thing would focus. There we go. And then you have the thickness of the arm, and then because of where I put the hole, I was able to use another 960 10L, which is a thin. And then I put the wire through, and it seemed like it was going to be sloppy, but it's not. And then I used a regular 960 10, and then I used AN 363-1032. I don't know what the MS number is, but it's a metal locking nut. And so you can see there's a little bit of a wiggle in there. And if I take this, it'll turn. So it's not tight in that hole. You don't want that to be tight, because otherwise it'll bind the cable. So when the pilot, whoever's flying, pulls on that, it'll pull back just like that. See how it rotates? And if you can look, you can see this is deflected just a hair. And it's just enough on both ends that it's not shearing the cable, but it's holding it nice and tight. Now, when you put this together, you have this all the way forward, so it's cold as cold can be. Get your cable through there, then come over to your cockpit area, and you want that cable or knob to be sitting off the seat just a little bit. So when you push on that, you know it's all the way in there. So when you pull this out, that's fully on. When you push that back in, it's fully cold. And you can see that there's just a tiny bit of space in there. That's what you want. You don't want it all the way up against it. And then that way, this is all the way to the detent, so it's stopped. Okay? And just make sure you secure it and you got everything nice and tight and where it should be. Bob's your uncle. Go fly.